Today's episode is brought to you by War Thunder. I hope you guys enjoy it. Level 1 was a bit of a backfire. The enemy team completely swarmed us, but you can see we dropped 2 of the wards in their brushes, the important ones, the raptor and the red. That's exactly what we were asking for, and the team accomplished it. As long as we play this strategically, we should gain gold here no matter what. We start on that raptor camp and then head over and we skip the red. We don't want to start on red because it takes too long, which leaves you susceptible to being interfered with while you're doing. You also need to know what camps the enemy jungler are doing. If he does blue camp, rushes straight over to red to contest you, it can put you in hot water. In this case, the enemy mid laner, he left his lane to come and stop us. Because we weren't on the red, he's wasting his time, and this is getting our mid laner ahead. It also tells the Hecarim to not rush because he sees the red still there, there's no threat. That's great for him, right? Instead, we're of course waiting in the shadows to pick up this red. I pull it into the brush just in case the Hecarim shows up because he should be pathing towards us at this point. And just like that, we've killed the enemy jungler, we've killed the top laner, we've influenced the mid lane through farm, and we head to the bot lane. Yes, some gold on the Zeri. Don't mind if we do. We've reached a point in the game where all junglers are in a bit of a limbo. Every single camp is taken because there's 3 jungles. It gets cleared a lot quicker, so we're looking to make some action. This time, the cards don't fall in our favor, so the enemy team does pick up some kills, but our mid laner roams down to the bot and kills the Hecarim once again. I now shift my attention over to taking objectives. We're working on these Void Scuttles while both of the junglers are in the bottom of the map, so we can take this for free, and then we head over and take camps from the Hecarim while looking to dive this top laner. Also good to note that Fiddle has taken the Infernal while the Hecarim is contesting me for this red side. For those of you who were paying attention, while we were diving the top lane, we noticed that the enemy ADC killed our ADC, and he's on a bit of a killing spree now, so we're trying to get some of that gold back onto our ADC, and the way we do that is by sitting in this brush. Now you're about to witness absolute genius. After we get the kill on them, I all chat that I was in the brush for 2 minutes just to piss them off, but also anyone who types that types it while recalling, and they don't intend on sitting in the brush again. Well, that's what I did. I never left. I just sat in the brush and waited. This ends up getting our ADC another kill, but also tilting the enemy even more. We do die for it, but that's irrelevant as far as I'm considered. Zeri is a late scaling ADC that we are getting multiple kills onto. This is going to speed up the endgame quite a lot for us. It's very fair to say that there was a significant amount of action in the early game. Both teams were going toe-to-toe, but overall, by the 20-minute mark, our team had pulled ahead to 20 kills, 11 on the enemy. We are now entering our very first team fight. It started when our fiddlesticks attempted to rush the Baron on spawn. Even though we landed our ultimate, the team fight, we barely walked away with any health. They killed one of us, we killed one of them. But considering the kill gap we have, it should have been a lot more convincing. The important thing for us is the one person we killed was the enemy Hecarim. So we used this advantage to start the Baron once again. I've also used the passive to push Kaiser away so she couldn't come back and check this Baron. By the time the enemy team shows up, we've got it low enough to secure it, but they do manage to kill a couple of us on the way out. It's really not a great sign for us. We can already see the power this Singe has over our team comp. We're trying our absolute best to keep our carries alive, but it's very difficult with the Singe and Hecarim. The combination between their movement speed, it's very unlikely we have the ability to lock them down. Don't forget our Q takes a long time to charge up. They ended up acing us there. Well, they didn't kill me, but they killed enough for us that they can get the Baron, and then this fight happened. It's here we realize the only option to win this game is through split pushing. Eventually, the enemy team caught on, so they started dedicating a lot of their time to kill this Fiora in the top lane, and while they did that, we secured the soul and moved over to the Baron. Throughout this game, Jax was their weakest player, and given the positioning and the fact we have Baron, if we can pick him off before the enemy team shows up, we're gonna win this game. I do miss my ultimate, and this allows the enemy team to come in just enough time to save him. It completely backfires, and it's our fault. This leaves us in a very vulnerable position. They've now killed 3 of us, are pushing to the mid lane, and we no longer are in the driver's seat with our Baron buff. The enemy team manages to pick us off, but our death, it was a necessary one. If we didn't die there, it would have been another member of our team, the ADC or the mid laner, but now we're dead and praying that our team can hold this. If this fight goes wrong, the game, it could be over, and we have no say in it. This is the worst position to be in, dead and watching the end game unfold in front of your eyes. Our team gets a backdoor teleport in and they're still dealing with the Zeri, which means we managed to secure the first game of the day as a win. Man, stressful stuff. Wouldn't you rather sit back, relax, and immerse yourself in the intense combat that is War Thunder? Sometimes you've just got to blow shit up, and that's exactly what this game offers. It's the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, and it's available now for free on both PC and consoles. It's got incredibly detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects that place you right in the helm of the most powerful war machines of our time. You can join a worldwide community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles today and delve right into the breathtaking experience that is War Thunder. With an unmatched wealth of high quality content to discover, there's simply no game better suited for fans of military history, or let's be real here, for anyone dealing with stress and looking to blow shit up. There's no simple boxes with hit points. War Thunder has one of the most sophisticated vehicle damage models in gaming. Every single vehicle is intricately modeled down to its very individual components. We're talking engines, fuel tanks, weapons, and crew. All of them are susceptible to damage or disabling from enemy fire. So you'd better hope that you're competent in war, because you're going to be in charge of controlling over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 major nations, ranging from biplanes and armored cars of the 1920s to fighter jets and main battle tanks of today. For those of you who love customization, and I know you exist in my audience, War Thunder features a comprehensive customization system with countless camouflages, history markings, and decorations for all types of vehicles, including those created by the community, which I highly recommend you check out. So what are you waiting for? Play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox now by using my link in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across all platforms that includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account. It's available for a limited time only, so be quick. Welcome back, guys. This is game number 2, and we're playing Double Jungle Sion. After invading the enemy red side, we drop a ward at the Raptors to try and spot where the enemy's starting. Echo pings that he wants to start on the red side, so we cross over to the other side. But now that we've moved over here, the enemy jungler, which is the Jax, shows up at his red side. So they're battling it out while we get to start for free on this side on the Raptors. We get our level 2 while he's still battling this Jax. Neither of them get the red buff, but one of them does secure the Raptors, but I believe they've divided up the experience, so both of them are level 1, and there's a chance that this Jax has no smite. Whether or not he had smite, we were going to get it anyway. We can time our combo with the Q and our smite. We didn't have to use it on the Raptors because we could see him starting on the other side of the map. Now we're getting chased out by both the Singe and Jax, but we're able to use our Glacial to waste their time. This means we're helping the top lane, and Jax has no choice but to head back over to the other side of the map. We push him out. He's assuming his red buff's still up, but Echo took it. Because the jungler and I are on opposite sides of the map, while he's doing one thing on the other side of the map, this means that it's free for me to do something on this side, and vice versa. Echo ends up picking up the Jax because he was low HP crossing over to that camp, but now we're in the same spot. He's not going to go for that bottom camp because he thinks that the Echo would have taken it, so rather than going for it myself, I just need to sit here and wait. It's literally his only choice. If he wants experience, if he wants level 2, he needs to kill this Grom, which he doesn't know this, but it also means he needs to kill me. We're now in a situation where Jax is level 1, Echo's level 3, and I'm also level 3. All I need to do is allow my jungler to do his full clear while I cross between the map and take every camp that's spawning. It's all timed, it's all synced up, so we should be able to successfully take everything as long as we play it properly. Jax retaliates by going straight to the bot lane. Rather than trying to contest us because he's 3 levels behind, he just goes to the bot lane to get catch-up experience, and this quickly gets him to level 3, but it also takes away from the experience that the enemy bot lane's having, because now they're sharing it between 3 people, and our ADC only needs to share it between himself. Kaiser manages to kill the Jax 1v3. I know he is absolutely fuming. He was fuming before we even went to the bot lane. So what I attempt to do is to kill him one more time at this Gromp. It is a little bit risky, but if we kill him, he will quit the game most likely, which will net us ELO. It does backfire. Hey, I'm always going to go for the blood if I see it. We're just skipping through this game. This is 6 minutes in the future. It's now 13 minutes. We are securing every single objective possible, which is what you would imagine with double jungle and you both have a lead. There's nothing the Jax can do. Anytime he tries to get any objective of his, we are there waiting for him. Echo gets a bunch of kills from this, and eventually the clock hits 15 and the enemy team, they surrender. Hello to 20 LP. We're now at 454 LP. Game number 3 takes place immediately after the last queue ended. Our jungler has banned the Sion, so we're forced to play Braum. After our all-in at level 1, the wave bounces in their favor. Because we had to recall to spend that gold, it pushes towards us, and this opens up an opportunity for us to full engage onto the ADC who has no flash. This Jhin, he's a sitting duck. After this exchange, my health was left quite low, so I went back, and while I was there, I was typing to our jungler and letting him know that the enemy bot lane, they have no summoner spells, and the wave is pushing in our direction again. This means they're free gold for us. Because of how well the bot lane went, this allows me a lot of free time to start roaming around the map and doing stupid shit like this. I'm chasing the Zoe out of her lane. I pretend that I'm running away. I gave up. What I do is I backtrack and wait until I know that she's recalling. And we lock up a free kill on Zoe. It's worse than that though, because she's wasting so much time by not being in the lane. She had to run, she died, she respawns. Immediately after we kill her, we head to the top lane, secure another kill on the Mordekaiser. We are steamrolling ahead of the enemy team now. We're now 16 minutes into the game. We're fighting at a tier 2. The enemy team, they surrender 4-1, which is kind of odd. Look at the scores. They did have some opportunities to come back this game, but they just gave up. I'm assuming there was an element of tilt in that choice. Either way, we get 21 LP. We're now sitting at 475 LP heading into game number 4. Once again, we're playing Braum, but this time I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when you have an extremely aggressive Braum support. What an absolute dream start to game number 2. It's crazy what you can do when you have an aggressive ADC, and that is exactly what this Ezreal is. It wasn't just the Ezreal playing ham, our Kindred was constantly pressuring this Nocturne. It's always a good idea in the early phases of the game to start figuring out which of your team members have a skill gap on the enemy team. So obviously this game we know the Ezreal is gapping the enemy ADC and our jungler is gapping the Nocturne. These are the players that we're going to work with going forward. There's a chance I bit off slightly more than I could chew. If I didn't go in there, I do believe they still kill the Akali.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no.
Circles all around the enemy bot lane. They did put a decent amount of focus into stopping us. The Nocturne and Akali kept coming to the bot lane, but even with the extra assistance, the enemy bot lane wasn't able to secure any grounds against us, and we convincingly left this lane with the win. Fast forwarding 3 minutes into the future, the scoreline is 7-15 in our favor, so we do have a decent lead. The problem is the enemy enemy team, they have an Akali. We're putting all our focus into stopping her and our summoner spells, yet it's just not enough. She's still getting kill after kill every single team fight, and this spells trouble for later in the game when I reach a point where there's nothing I can do to stop her and she's one-hitting our team. This is exactly where we don't want the game to go. Fast forwarding once again, we're now 16 minutes into the game and we're focusing on this Nautilus. Throughout this game, he's been the enemy's weakest player, so you're going to see me picking on him over and over and over, allowing us to open up the enemy base. We now have the power to just push through. We're brute forcing our way through the base and getting additional gold from these tier 2s. They give a significant amount of gold, that's why picking them up as soon as possible when you have a lead is optimal. It's going to continue to allow you to snowball. Once again, the Nautilus gets picked off, we drop the rift and we run it straight into the base. We're going for our final push. Things just didn't go our way. It was a little bit greedy to try and end here, but we had the rift held and we don't want this game to go late because of that Akali, but unfortunately they do spawn and fight back and they're just able to push us out. It's really not what we wanted to see, the Akali getting gold. Didn't stop us from keeping up the aggression. We get this Baron, then we head to the bot lane to try and open up another lane. We're picking the lane that's furthest away from the one we opened. That way someone on the enemy team has to respond to the super minions. That way we can get an easy 4v5 fight. Even though we do win this exchange, we didn't manage to pick off the Akali, which means she goes back and resets and we're forced to only take the tier 2 and run away. We're now deep into this game and things are looking scary. Akali has 10 kills. Nocturne somehow's picked up 12. We're pretty much in a stalemate. This game is a coin flip now. There's no one in charge. It comes down to who gets a pick, and it's a lot easier for the enemy team to get picks with this Nocturne ult. Sadly, the Kindred gets picked off. Her ultimate wasn't up just yet. They've used the knock ult. I'm still feeling like we are in a position of strength given the fact that we have the Baron. I'm also in the mindset that this Nautilus is always out of position as well. So when he came up to me, I figured we'd be able to get a pick and equalize. I was wrong though. The enemy team has completely surrounded us. Somehow the Nocturne ult is up 15 seconds later after killing the Kindred, and we get killed again. That one was my bad, not the Kindred's. If we had played safer, we would have been able to hold under the tower, most likely. And here we go again. We managed to get a full ace and we're pushing into their base, trying to end this game, but Akali is here to goddamn stop us once again. Both times now, it's been just slightly awkward. The minion wave has just not synced up with where we needed to, allowing them enough time to come back and use their ultimates to stall out. You can see just how close it is. It's quite frustrating. It's stalled this game out. We skip 5 minutes into the future. Once again, Samira is split pushing in the top lane, trying to get this tier 2. It's quite greedy. She's far out of position. I am charging the way there, trying to stop this recall. We do just tag her in time. This pick might not seem significant, but look at her timer. She's got 10 seconds on her and a fight has just started. This is a 4v5 fight. This is probably the best shot we're going to have at winning this game. Oh man, that was not easy. We do get the win. We're up to 495 LP. And that's all I have for you today. Before you go, make sure to check out today's sponsor, War Thunder, and blow up some tanks. Play the game now for free on PC, PlayStation, or on Xbox using my link in the pinned comment or description. That way you can get all these juicy bonuses completely for free.
Y'all ain't on this level, bitches, Tilterella. Y'all can never beat them like a